Yes, welcome everyone to today's topic. It's a random talk. It's a Sunday. People are from church. They have been spiritually nourished. They feel good to be okay, spiritually uprisen. And we thank God for everything. We thank God for everything. Mm. We thank God for life. We thank God for the world being the place it is right now. Some people are having so many difficult situations, but always we say, give thanks to God, give thanks to Jah, He is Almighty. Sometimes you may feel you are at the brink of everything. I don't know what God always comes for you. If you have the trust, you have hope. Yeah. God always comes up for everyone, for everyone. And so today we are talking about some issues. It's just a random talk. We don't have a topic today, but it's time we discuss some issues that we feel are connected to whatever that we face daily, and any mental health issue that you think that you can um, share with us, and we at least do something. Sometimes people are got down because of so many things, and find sometimes that you cannot. I say like get help from some situations. And there are several mental health topics that we have discussed. Several mental health topics that we have discussed, and everyone thinks that when it is mental health, we are thinking of. At times we are thinking of only we are thinking of only psychosis. Mental health is a broad thing, and every time you walk, you talk, you associate to the people around you. Every time you associate to people that are close to you, at work, everywhere. Oh, Barbara is here. Hi, Barbara. Welcome. Today we are having a random talk on mental health issues. Our topics will continue tomorrow. We will continue tomorrow. And what are the issues when we talk about mental health? Mental health. What are the topics of discussion? Hmm? Topics of discussion. We can have several topics of discussion under mental health. Mental health is a broad spectrum. Hey, Kingre, welcome. So today I want to talk about things naturally. Welcome, Kingre, welcome, Barbara. Today I'm just talking about natural issues and things we face day by day, and they are affecting our mental stability. Mental stability. Hmm? So, which are the topics that you think uh, they are for discussion? Topics that you think they are for talk in, so that you can have a good mental health, so that you can have a good mental health stability. You get it? These are very important issues that we talk. Most of the topics that we talk on mental health may be anxiety disorders, for which I've really talked about anxiety disorders. Everyone, when you talk about mental health, you everyone thinks of one thing, and the thing that everyone thinks of is called everyone thinks of when you talk about mental health. Everyone thinks of one straight thing. Everyone thinks of depression, depression, or stress. You see, those are the topics that really are in. in discussion when we are talking about mental health, stress and burnout. Sometimes you have, yesterday when I was finishing my topic yesterday, I was talking about emotional issues. Emotional issues. Hmm? Those are the things that people think mental health is bound upon. You see, Bishosh, welcome. Thanks to see you here. Today I'm having a very random talk and I still want questions because random talks is people facilitated. So if you think you can have, hi Shosh, welcome. If you think you have a thing you think you want to be answered on, sorry, there's something here that if you think there is something you feel like we can talk about concerning any medical issue or mental health issues, bring it up like yesterday we discussed. Our topic on cardiovascular and heart issues will continue tomorrow, and we continue to know problems according to the heart. So today we are talking about random issues that are upon us when it comes to mental health. Now, we have talked about anxiety, that one we have talked a lot about it. We have talked about depression. Depression, everyone talks about when you think of mental health, people think of depression. Self-esteem and worth. You see, sometimes self-esteem is a very important thing to a life of a person. So a topic of discussion in mental health might be about your self-esteem and self-worth. How worth do you think you are to this world, to the society, to anyone that is around you? Hmm? There is something called trauma and PTSD. Hmm? PTSD means, for sometimes people ask me, but many people know it. Post traumatic stress disorder. You undergo a traumatic situation and then you start having stress that is piling and piling and piling. Yeah? These are the common topics, but you see, there are some topics that are very hidden. Hmm? Have you ever heard of something called bipolar disorders? You know, many people have bipolar disorders and they don't know. We associate with people who are have bipolar disorders, and we take them as people that have queer characteristics. When you take these people or like they have queer characteristics, what do? You are activating and making this thing to be worse than the way it is. You check that out. Hmm? So when we are talking about mental health is a very broad spectrum situation. ADHD. Sometimes some people have attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Have you ever met a person with ADHD? If you have ever met a person with ADHD, my friend, you will realize that mental health is not just about burnout and situations. Hi, my sister is here, Margaret in Norway. Margaret is my cool sister. I said, Margaret, my promise, I will keep it. Let me not say it right here. You know my promise. When you step to Kenya, you know my promise. Now we continue. We are under topics of mental health disorders. We want to see where, uh, what is mental health, and this is a topic of discussion. And if you are here and you have a question, not only on mental health, but I say any medical question, you bring it out. We will continue with our topics on Monday. Oh, on Monday is tomorrow. You better keep it. I will. I have to keep it, my sister. I have to keep it. Yeah, I have. So we continue our topics and say that yes, online uncle. Yeah. Okay. So today is that day that sometimes some people doesn't like opening and talking about what is eating them, but I usually say that it is important you speak out what is in you or what is making you not feel uh, normal as per relationship with the society or the social group that you are in. Like, are you in a social group like at work or at church or somewhere? Everything helps. Okay, we have some mental issues like obsessive compulsive disorders. Those people that are obsessed of something and you can never let go. You see, those people that are obsessive and you can never let go. But you see, sometimes you will call it obsession, but it's very important you note that. And this one comes to you are obsessed with something, you are obsessed in a relationship, you never want to let it go. You are obsessed with the attachment on a property, you are obsessed with something that you feel, no, I have to. Yes, these are things that we really need to talk about, and we really need to keep them and know how to balance them in life. Obsession disorders is a mental health crisis. And you've seen people kill themselves, they commit suicide at times, they go down, destroy every resource they have created for long because of obsession. Now, eating disorders is also a problem. These are topics that we really need to talk about them. Uh-huh. Oh, Uncle has come, and everyone in the chat. Welcome, Uncle. We are talking today is a random question day. Anyone who has anything to ask, please ask. We consider, we talk about it. Yesterday we had a very funny questions from our little sister. She's not here today. I know she'll come, and it really excited the group. You get it? It really excited the group. So as we talk, as we communicate on mental health issues that we pass on, let's talk about them. We have issues, special issues like autistic spectrum disorder. We have special issues in mental health disorders. Yeah, groups of complications. Just a minute. You see, we have special issues when it comes to mental health that are a problem to the society, and we need to cope with them. These are special issues that people are born with, like cognitive and learning disorder, behavioral problems, yeah? Social interaction impairment, emotional and mood disorders, functional impairment. Those are issues that we really need to talk about. Yeah? Just a minute. I'm trying to send some things to some people here who are very. Okay. So if you have a question um, about any mental health or any medical, I'm waiting for those questions. Margaret, there is a question you asked when we were talking the last. I forgot it. I wanted to answer it, and you asked something I forgot. Please remind me of that thing. I would really like to answer you about that, or answer the public. Now, I've said there are some special mental health situations that we really need to talk about it, to talk about them step by step, like intellectual disability. There are some people who have problems in the brain, the intellect part, the senses, the higher senses of intellectuality are down from being born. So how can we help these people to be in the society? Can you rest the heartbeat? Rest, come again. You didn't ask it like that. Can you you said, you see, resting the heart is telling the heart go and sleep forever. There is something you can you re there is something you said. Please rest. It was not resting. Reset. Yes. Can you reset the heartbeat? Yes. Kingre, Margaret, sorry, Margaret, you can reset the heartbeat, and let me go through these topics, and then I answer you just now how to reset the heartbeat. Now, there is topics of consideration when it comes to conduct disorder. You know, conduct disorder is persistent rule breaking, aggression, antisocial behaviors. There is someone who has an antisocial behavior, I know, and is really giving my friend Marwa problems. Antisocial behavior can progress in criminal behavior, of course. You get it? Oppositional defiant disorder. When you are at a place, you always think of being in opposition. Yes, these are problems that are in the brain. If you ever met someone who is having oppositional defiant disorder, know that this person was born with it. Have you ever met people that are always against everything? Always against. They have I don't know, people say they have the spirit of rejecting everything. Have you ever met these people in life? Yeah, it is called oppositional defiant disorder. Oppositional defiant disorder. So if you have ever met them, just know some hormones in their brain, or the brain capacity of balancing the normal and the not normal is not there. Specific learning disorder. Learning, there are some people they are slow learners, but there are some people who are not even slow learners. Yes? Difficulty in reading. If you give that person a book to read, he will not, or she will not. You get it? Leads to poor academic performance and so low esteem. And then we talk about autism. Autism. We have one of our friends' channel which runs this. So because I think I will not name, or if she's okay, I will talk about it. I will not name if she's okay. I know she's here. What is autism? Autism is a spectrum. It is called a spectrum. We are talking about this because of because it is a spectrum of very many issues. So when you meet a parent or a person with autism spectrum disorder, we call it spectrum because it is neuro development. Marjay B, welcome to the platform. Let's increase the likes. Let's increase the likes. It is we don't call it in medicine like autistic. It is a spectrum, is a neurodevelopment condition. Neuro, when I talk of the neuro, always think of the brain and the nerves. So, Marjay, welcome. If you have a question, Marjay, today is a time of questioning, and let me answer you politely so that you can understand anything. So we continue having those, like my friends, and any admin that can post links of people here, it is important because you will progressively get subscribers when they like your content. After I've done this post, oh, okay, Barbara. Barbara has given me a go ahead. I don't like doing things when someone have not seeked for permission. So Barbara has given me permission. Thanks a lot. So when I've talked, people follow the links here when they read the watch. So if you are here and you have a channel, you can post or tell an admin to post. Those people who have, they call them jackets, the blue people, post those platforms here so that people can follow them afterwards. I noticed this channel that people watch me even after 2 weeks and they subscribe afterwards. So if you are here and your channel is posted, you'll continue getting subscriptions. So if have not given me a like, my friends, don't leave without giving me a like. Just and give me a like, and ask me a question, any random medical. You saw the question that our sister yesterday asked. It was a funny question, a very funny question, but it brought in some topics that were very serious. So don't keep your question. Drop it here, even if it is funny. It can be a very serious situation. So We are talking about autistic disorder. We call it a spectrum because it is neurodevelopment condition that affects how a person thinks, communicate, and experience the world. Yeah. It's called a spectrum because it shows up in many different ways and levels of support needed. So when you are having an autistic child, like our friend here, Barbara, this one, like I've said, in autistic world, it's called a spectrum because it shows up in many different ways and levels of support is needed. Key characteristics of people with autistic spectrum: people with autistic may have difference in very many things: in communication, social interaction, behavioral interest, sensory experience, and important things to know is that, yeah, important. Thanks a lot, Jay Kingre. Why are people not giving likes, or they don't like topics in mental health? You know, when a person don't like something, you will not get any like. So please don't look at the pictures. Let's talk. In these pictures, I'm creating another topic. So if you have come in and you please just like you have a question, or mental health is a boring topic. I don't think so. It's an important topic. So when a person is born, according to the centers of the brain where it is affected, I touched on this topic of autism some times ago. So go to the playlist of mental health, you will see some brain functionality. So according to where it is disturbed or there is a problem of the nerve communication in your brain, you will have slight disinteraction with the body, so it will be seen by your character and how you present it. You get it? This is about autism. So it means that some places of your, if it attach, even every individual on the spectrum has different needs. Yes, very important. Barbara, I know you have researched and you've gone through it. They have different needs. In this way, if the higher center of the brain, feeling so thirsty, man. If the higher center of the brain is affected at the speech level, you will have a problem when it comes to speech and interaction. If the higher center of the brain, if the higher center of the brain, welcome, is having a problem at sensory experience, you will have a problem with any sensory relation, like pricks. Sometimes, let me not go deep on this because it's a serious thing, and I have a topic that is only on autism and its spectrums. So that is another feature of autistic spectrum disease. It's a mental health crisis. You get it? But we are doing so much on research on how to, the brain needs some very clever people and good research before you start testing on people. Some researchers are going on reversing it, even if it is true, but and research that has not been proven cannot be rolled. So we be patient as we wait. But there is something before I move from autism that I really want to say. Important things to know in autism. Autism is not an illness. I want you to know that it is not an illness. It is a different way of brain functioning because you are born with it. Anything that you are born with and comes out without pathology, it is not. You get it? A disease. It is a different way of brain functioning. It is long life, but people can learn skills and adapt. As soon as we enter, we should always give a like. It's also good for channels to be attracting other YouTubers to watch and presence to get someone. Yes, uncle, it is very important. It's very important because it makes impressions to rise. You get more impressions. So we are saying that every autistic person is unique. These are important points I'm putting on. It is a long life, but people can learn skills as they adapt. Many autistic people have strengths like intentions to details, honest, creativity, or deep focus. That is the outstriking thing when it comes to autistic people. When it comes to autistic people, wait a minute. When it comes to autistic people, you really need to know they are. Is someone who is over my phone? Just a minute. I thought. So, uh, we continue and say, if you have ever been close to any autistic child, if you have ever been close to any autistic child, you will notice that this child has a capacity of attention. And the strength in this child, if you have ever noticed, the strength in this child is beyond normal. They are special in a way. They have deep focus. They have deep focus in some things. Every autistic child, you'll notice that they have deep focus in some things, and the way they do things is not natural. There are some people that have been autistic and they have discovered very crucial things in life, mostly in the world of medicine. You've, if you've watched some series like The Good Doctor, if you have watched Like That, Thanks Mercy Grace, if you've watched that series, you've watched Bates Motel, you will find that it is bringing out the autistic special character in life. So some people do not do good when they neglect these children when they are growing up. They should be supported because their special skill focus is the one which brings and handles some social problems, even in the medical field. These are people who should go to school, learn, because they are grabbing power and thinking capacity, most of them is very high. So we will talk about it when we come to autistic spectrum disorders. We are in mental health. Anyone with a question, I'll start by the question of our sister Margaret in Norway as we continue. My nephew is autistic and he has a PhD right now. Yes, because of the focus. You see, Margie, research is going on, and that research is very important. The people that are autistic, their IQ, intellectual quotient, 99%, 80 to 99% of them are, the intellectual quotient is very high. So some people, we have to tell the society the truth, not to neglect in them, and it needs to be nurtured. And that's why the research is going on how to help the autistic people to run normal life and use the high intellectual power that they have of concentration to run some things. You may find that several things like HIV drug, all those that can cure, you'll find that an autistic person is the one which will come with the drug. You get it? So that is a topic of mental health that is very important, and it is giving people so much headache on how to unwind and avail some things. So the only thing I can say is let's give uh, awareness to parents. There are some parents and some communities when they have these children, they hide them. Then they hide them. They don't want people to see them. That is not good. It's not correct because now you are hiding a future person that will come and bring and resolve some social issues, medical issues. You see, Marjay B has said my nephew is autistic and he has a PhD right now because that person was nurtured well right from birth, taken to school, taken good care of. And right now the person is handling bigger problems. Person with a PhD is not a person to joke around with. That person has gone through books, has done researches. Very important that we note that. Very important. Now, we've said we were common topics of association. Anyone? No questions today. No one is bringing any question today. Let's bring up some question. Let's bring up some questions that we continue and interact. Now, bipolar disorder, Dr. Benjamin, could you first break it down in 3 levels that are known? Because it's a wide topic. Yes, Barbara, I don't want to bring it right now. I have created a very good topic on this topic, and the 3 levels that you know. For me, as a researcher and a doctor, I may know more than 3 the levels that you are saying. So be patient, Barbara. I just ask you to be patient so that when it comes, we break them step by step so that if you will learn, because you have understood my way of learning. I start from the normal as I go to complicated so that people can learn. You see? So Barbara is a good mother, good parent. I admire your skills. I admire your skills. And at times when I watch you when I'm home with my family, I feel nice. Don't break down, don't break heart. Continue with the spirit. You see, continue with the spirit so that one day someone can learn through you. You see, Barbara comes from Uganda. Barbara comes from Uganda, and you know some Ugandan myths. You know how they can deal with some issues like these ones. You get it? Yeah. No. Just a minute, guys. I answer these people here. Yes, you know sometimes how they can work on this. So we will deal with it, and if you know every person, anyone who is autistic, like Marjay B has said, the cousin, the nephew, has a PhD. I would really, Marjay B, where is your nephew? In Nairobi, at home, or where? I would really like to be connected to him because of the research that do one inherit autism? Do one inherit autism? I think this is a topic of discussion now. How does autism come? It is a development issue in the brain. So there is a process called embryology. Barbara, you are asking about requiring support, requiring substantial support. You know, I will break them down, requiring very substantial support. I will break them down one by one. And you'll find that we have levels that you will find there are more than 3. Now, Marjay has said, do one inherit autism? Autism, we have said, is a spectrum according to a person's need. There is a process called embryology when conception happens sorry, I'm talking to you. Humble Marcia is here. Welcome to the platform. I'm talking to you while I'm answering some people. So don't worry when I'm breaking slowly by slowly. Don't worry. Now we were talking about the process of autism. In autism, there is a process called embryology when you have conception. So when you have conception, that is when conception happens. after making love, there is some process that goes on that if it is interrupted, you can get autism. You get it? You can. There is some factors in the family that can make you get autism. You get it? So it is true you can inherit autism because there you have some factors from the family that interchange, and when they interchange, when it comes to DNA, you start having a generation that has autism. So genetic autistic inheritance, it always learn in families. In some children, if some children have autistic of the parents, you get it. It is gene transferred, so you can inherit when it is when you have something called genetic gene mutation. Genetic gene mutation. But there are some processes. Let me pick something. Please don't go. Let me pick something. I come just one minute. Yeah. Sorry about the short break. Now we were talking about non-inherited issues when it comes to autism, like advanced parental age, and you are having you want to get a child, it can have a problem. You can get an autistic child. Birth complications can make your child to have autism, exposure to some toxins because of you understand, because of mutations. So genetics can be part of it. Genetics is a very crucial role when it comes to autism, and then there are some non-inherited factors. Non-inherited factors are like prenatal factors like infections during pregnancy, advanced parental age, and you want to get children, birth complication. You know, there is a period whereby you are supposed to be getting children, but after some period, you're supposed to stop. Exposure to toxins that may cause mutations. That one can happen. So let's wait. Or autism is coming, and it will be, I think, a 2 day topic, 2 or 3 day topic. It is coming. Now we talk about bipolar. That one we have talked about. So mental health issues in life are not only when it comes to depression. It is not only depression. It is a broad thing that we need to talk about. So we have to go slowly and understand what things can we do or talk about when it comes to mental health. Coping with daily stress is an issue. Coping with daily stress is an issue. Work and life. The millennials and the millennials right now in this society, the millennials have a very heavy task. Hmm? This generation that we are having of millennials, leave alone the Gen Zs. Millennials have a very hard task. Yeah? You see, they are bound between a generation of Gen Zs who want everything right now, plus a very strict generation that is going. I think it's called the Alpha or what. They are bound between a generation that is very aggressive and their children, plus a generation that was very strict and slow in operations and executing some issues. So, right now, as I speak, the generation that has a lot of stress in coping with social issues is millennials. And I see most of the people in the chat, most of them are millennials. Sandra, hi, welcome. Welcome to the platform. So many things that are coming out as mental health issues are are between this society are in the Gen Z, not Gen Z, the millennials. Because coping up with this generation is the Gen Z generation, and making them understand life is not a hit and get. Life is gradual. You know, when you raise up children, you need to teach these children step by step how to get things in life. But you understand, we live when the millennials were living, the life of social media was not there so much like the world of social media right now. So many things that you're facing of mental health crisis, you'll face them at this generation called the millennials, because they are carrying the burden of new generation plus the burden of the going generation, which was very strict, and it was a generation that taught the millennials this is the way of life. So when you are between two generations that are you are the ones who is carrying the burden of this other generation plus this other generation, which are very contrast, you find that you are bound between forces that are making you feel you are so exhausted. So never ask a millennial, why do you feel you are depressed? That is why. Now, let me go to I answer the question from our sister Margaret from Norway. Our sister Margaret from Norway, a really upcoming a girl that has a good channel and a very exciting girl, always smiling and feeling enthusiastic of what she's doing. Now, electrical reset is called defibrillation. Margaret in Norway, now this is your class and someone else would be listening to it. It is called cardioversion or defibrillation. You see, I know you'll tell me those words are very complicated. But Margaret in Norway asked me, can you reset the heart? Can you reset the heart? Now, someone has hypertension, has low blood pressure. Someone has myocardial infarction, the one that we talked about yesterday. And then the heart is going slowly and it's losing its pace. By the way, whatever that you are seeing on the whatever that you are seeing on the platform here is 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 the patient is calling me. Don't go away, please. Yes, Margaret. You're asking me about resetting the heart, and then I'm being called on and resetting the same question. The same question I'm being called to do. That's why I've told them to continue. Yes. Now, Margaret in Norway, now, you see, there is this thing called defibrillation. Eh? Defibrillation, cardioversion, used in emergencies like ventricular fibrillations. Eh? So, Margaret in Norway, we are next week we are starting in cardiovascular, the topic that we are talking about. We are starting a topic called arrhythmias. It's a long topic, and we will see how you can reset the heart. Hmm? Fibrillations are when you have very fast heartbeats, and then you go to cardiac arrest. To cardiac arrest, a strong electric shock is given. Pa! I know you have seen them in movies. Pa! 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 The one that have been going to give instructions. Pa! Pa! Hmm? And then the heart resets, and then it starts to beat uh, better with the same pace. Hmm? You can see what I'm trying to draw here. This is the topic. You see that this heart is not as this one. Is not as this one. Hmm? Where is this thing? Yes, you can see this heart is not as this one. You get it? So we have to we will see how the heart this heart this one we will see how this heart beats, how the electric shock goes on round and round, and when it has gone, maybe some things that can happen in your life is you can have a very bad diarrhea, and then you lose electrolytes, and then you start having problems with the heartbeat. Hmm? So resetting the heart, my friend, my sister, is called the arterial fibrillation. Defibrillation, what you always see in movies as people they are jump starting. People say people are jump starting the heart. Hmm? It is called natural reset of the heart rhythm. That one is there, you can reset. Or there is long term. This is where we do a catheter ablation, a procedure that catheter ablation is a procedure that destroys abnormal electric pathways in the heart. You see, now I've not finished to draw this. This one is called sinoatrial node. So it passes here at your ventricular node some electric signals, and then it goes like this to this ventricle, and then it goes like this to this ventricle. When I finish drawing this, you will appreciate it and you will learn. So the sinoatrial node is the electric, it's like the battery of your this sinoatrial node and your ventricular node. They are like the batteries of your heart. They give electric signals. You see, so resetting one, you can do defibrillation in emergencies, or you can do long term. You can do long term, and long term means catheter ablation or pacemaker. A pacemaker device is implanted into your chest, and when it is implanted to your chest, it gives direction on the pace of your heart, helps control abnormal heart rhythms automatically. And then the catheter ablation, which is long term, a procedure that destroys abnormal pathway of the heart. When we will learn about the electrical pace in your heart, you will appreciate. You will see that resetting is normal. So the continuous, which is long term, it resets always. But the emergency one, always just bring it, and then you continue with the normal life. You get it? So those are the things. No, any other question, please? Today is a day of question. Who has a question? Hmm? Who has a question? Now, mental health topics, social and life behaviors. As we talk about mental health topics, bring those topics we discuss, those topics that you face in life, those topics that you feel you've seen in life and you feel there have been a problem and you need a talk on them. You get it? Bring them up. We talk now. Social and life factors, loneliness and isolation, social media and mental health, social media and mental health. If you don't know how to balance social media and mental health, you will have a big problem. You will have a very big problem. You will want to be like, you will want to not to be like, you will want to, and you will have all these problems in you. You get it? Margaret, welcome. Welcome for that. You will have all these problems with you. You will carry problems from social media, not knowing that you are living a normal life. People are given heartbreaks, people are given issues because of social media. Let me give an example of a couple that started way off very well, and then now it is one of the couples starts to follow social media, wanting to the other couple who has come from a very good family, conservative family of traditions. This couple, you will find the other one wants to be like the what this person looks at social media. Social media is a heavy burden if you don't know how to handle it. It's a heavy burden if you don't know how to handle it. It exposes everyone to the world, including your children. It exposes everyone to the world. It makes people forget their traditions and pile the pressure of social media. And now it becomes a social media problem to one person. So as we bring up the generation, we need to talk to people that you should talk to your people, your families, your friends, your children. You should tell them that yes, we have social media, but our traditions still stand because we want our traditions to be kept. And you know, traditions, and it's like the tradition of Christianity, of religion. Most of them they are bound to protect. Most of them are bound to protect the life of a person to live in a normal life. Yes, Bibi Shosh, it's so dangerous. Hmm? Families have broken because of social media and they never knew it is social media. So the, the social media thing, I think it's a big thing and we really need to be talking to our children, to our family members, to everyone who is attached to social media in depth. We should tell them, I'm not, you know, let me tell you one thing in life. Making a person not to be active in social media is not helping, even your children. You should help your children, your family members, your relatives to be in social media, but choose the right content to follow and the right thing to do when they are on social media. Train them because we are in a world that you cannot avoid these people to be out of social media. So it is important when you are taking care of your children, taking care because the generation that was brought about by the alphas, the millennial, this is a generation that started the social media thing. And then it has come to burst to the Gen Zs. You will find that a Gen Z, because of social media, you as a millennial, you are working so hard to get your daily bread. But because the Gen Z has been on social media all through, they are making a lot of money through some dubious ways. So you, because you are struggling and you are seeing some Gen Z somewhere, a very young person, coming up with a lot of money, making it in life, you start having pressure. You never know this social media thing, what they do. So we train our children to follow. the right content, and it's not also only our children. Let's train the society. There is something called cultural stigma around mental health. Cultural stigma, those ones you've seen them. Some cultures are stigmatizing people. Some cultures are really stigmatizing people. As a man, let me give this an example of this. I'm a man. I have a family, but my culture is looking at me as you have to have, because it prevents. It's so true, uncle. Because it if the parent does not do their friend will teach them the wrong way. Yes, Jamaican uncle says if we don't train our children the right content to follow, their friends will teach them the wrong way. Very important. That is that one I'm pinning. Very important. That one I'm pinning. If you don't teach your children the right way, or your relative or the friends that you have around you, let me tell you, their friends will teach them the right way and it will stick. So let's teach first our children the right way, the right content of social media to follow before they are taught the bad one. You see, I was on cultural stigma. Okay, I was saying like some people you may find they're struggling so much to come up in life and do some things in life. As a man, I'm expected to have a house, a family, which entails a woman and children. In my home, my birth home, in the gypsies at home, my traditional home. Now, I've come to the city. My parents came from home, they have lived in the city for some years. I've become a man now. I've bought properties here and I'm living here. My tradition will tell me I have to go home where my parents come from and I build there a house because now I'm married and I have some children. You get it? That one gives some people depression. Why? Because one, resources are limited and you have to go and build another house using the little resources. A house that you'll not be sleeping in for a decade. Why? People are being tortured. Men are being tortured with that thing. You've brought the urban house, you are living with your, but when you go home, your elders will tell you, no, you can't talk to us because you don't have a house. You tell them I have a house, they'll tell you, no, the house that we know is here, where your parents came from. Cultural bound problems. Have did the topic on the difference between an Alzheimer's and dementia. My mother-in-law is now 81. Does either sickness affect every elderly woman? No, it doesn't affect every elderly woman. You can check my humble Marcia lifestyle. Go to the mental health topic. Although I'll do Alzheimer's again, you go to the mental health topic on my playlist, you will see a very shallow topic on Alzheimer's and dementia. I have done it before on mental health, but I repeat it so you can go there and learn more. But Alzheimer's and dementia does not affect every old person. We will discuss that, humble Marcia. It doesn't. So we were on cultural stigmas. Cultural stigmas. Women. Some cultures does not allow women, when there is an important meeting in the family, to be part of the discussing committee. Whereby you can find this woman is a very intellectual woman, learned with a PhD or master's, and the people that are discussing important meetings never went to school just because they are men. What do I have to say about that? Cultures. You see, in life, we have to use the resource that we have. And the resources that we have, most of them, 100% of the resource that you have is your brain. If the resource that you have in your brain is not taking you the right direction, you should find out what is the problem. We don't do those things in our country. uncle, uncle have said they don't do those things in their country. Uncle, there are some countries, even here in Kenya, some traditions. A woman cannot. I went. There are some churches, of course, even some churches. A woman cannot read the Bible in front. A woman cannot stand in front of the people and say something in that church, or may I say a temple. I know some people in this platform right now, they know. It is the truth, they know. Hmm? So you see, even uncle is surprised about it. But if you go through some areas of, if you travel like our brother Jamaican uncle, our big brother travels, you will get to see very many things. Thank you, Dr. Ben, for touching that topic. Sometimes it seems like women is not rated. Women are rated. Women are rated. I am a product of a woman and I respect women. That is the old tradition. Yeah. Mambo Masia, it is the old tradition, but some African societies are still practicing it. Go, I want to challenge one person. Visit a Jewish temple one day and then come and tell me, I've just given you. Hmm? And when uncle will be in Kenya and some family and some friends, we will visit some traditions, homesteads that are still doing that. And you will be surprised, and we will video them, and uncle and the friends will upload them. And you will feel this is very funny. Hmm? They happen. So traditions and cultural stigma, they affect the mental health. They affect the mental health at large. And you see, is a very, there was a time I visited a place, and because the lady of that place was the second born among seven, this lady could not do something in a wedding of the brother because the lady was not married. But the lady has gone to school, is equipped with resources, with brains, and is doing better in the social life and is really doing good. But in this wedding, grandchildren say it's in our time, not now. Yes, yes, yes. But some cultures are still holding on it. You see, this lady could not do something in that wedding because she's not married. Hmm? You can't be a best friend to your a best they're called when you are having a wedding and you have a best man. You can't be a best man to someone because you are not married. You don't have legal marriage traditions. Yeah. Now we have other aspects like, if you have any medical question, please ask me. Today is a question time as we talk matters concerning mental health. Without forgetting, yesterday I talked about relationship issues. You give yourself to a person, love that person, you start very well, and then you start being complicated. Love and relationship means when you get each other, you start forming ways that you can live happily or adapt to ways that you can make a sustainable relationship. But because one of you is just, let me say, which word can I use? One of you is just someone that cannot change. You want to make the other partner so stressed in life. I'm so glad I'm not part of those cultures. Yes, Maje, if you are not part of them and you've cut the ties, that is very important. Very important. There are some people that have problems when it comes to solving issues in a relationship and coping up with relationship because maybe they have PTSD or it is their nature of life. It is very bad when you get to a romantic relationship with someone who is serious and you don't want to change your ways of life because you are a perfectionist. You tell someone that I am like this, you have to cope up with it because you loved me. But you see, that thing is affecting both of you. You are like that, eh? You want to be a perfectionist in a relationship, and your partner maybe knows whatever you want to do is not the right thing. Coping up in a relationship with is very important. So many people that are here, most of them are our parents as I speak, and they will say it's the truth. Whatever that breaks marriages and relationship is because of understanding. You are always a perfectionist. You don't want to leave something that you call the vice that you've carried since then to sail in a boat with someone of a new dawn. It is sad when you find your partner in at work. Both persons have to comprise. Yes, Maji, both partners have to comprise. You find some young women, some young men at work, they are so low. They can't even concentrate at work because whatever they are passing on in their relationships, romantic relationship, is strenuous. They love someone loves you so well. Hmm? Hey Dorothy, welcome to the platform. Today is topic, random questions, but people are not asking questions. I don't know why. You meet a person in a romantic relationship, and you always give this person stress, and you yourself, you know, yes, that is a character and behavior. It is in the personality behaviors. Narcissism. We have so many. Hmm? We have so many personalities. Narcissism, I usually say, it is something that someone can change. And I take it as a disease because if you go to a relationship and you know, just a minute, if you know you went to a relationship and you've carried all your baggages in that relationship, and you want everyone who goes into a relationship, I'm talking now about the romantic relationship, is yes, love can make someone go crazy. Yes, it's important to talk about it because mental health has perceived these problems. You go to a relationship, Okwemba is here, my namesake Okwemba. I have to meet Okwemba. Okwemba is our family name. At where I come from, our family holds that name. So I don't know Okwemba. Maybe you shifted from our place and we have never met. Yes. So we were talking about relationships. You don't want to change. You think your partners holds whatever you have and you'll be good with it. There are some things partners don't like in a relationship. They will tell you and it will stress them. And when it is stressing them, the relationship is cracking, and the person who you don't want to change, you are also having a problem. You know, a relationship starts from somewhere before you get married, and it grows and it takes time. Eh? You use your time to associate. You use your time to make things happen. Yeah, and then you carry your baggage in a relationship, and you start telling your person, "This is how I was. You loved me the way I was. So don't tell me that I can change." Hmm? But people that you go to relationship with is schizoid personality disorders. You are detached from social relationships, prefer being alone. Sometimes you don't know want even your partner to talk to you. You are always alone. That one is called schizoid personality. Yes, Uncle has said, I know of some few people who take their lives because of bad relationships. The narcissists that we have talked about, paranoid personality disorders. Paranoid. I once talked about it. A paranoid person is always suspicious, disrespectful of others, believes people want to harm them. Paranoid. You get to a relationship and you're always paranoid. Paranoid. We like, let me give an example of myself. We go. You, I am maybe I'm in a relationship and I'm have my friends. So my partner always comes and tells me let's go home because maybe you are planning something bad, always suspecting your partner is doing the wrong thing. If you go to a relationship with these characters, the one that we have talked about, narcissists, narcissists are called grandiose sense of self-importance, needs constant admiration, lack of empathy for others. You want yourself, and it is me, and you can take me as I am. Ladies, men, you are killing someone's son somewhere, and it is bad because this someone's son gave you his life, his heart. And yesterday I sang a song, and I said with a person called Kidum, maumivu ya penzi, penzi is love in Kiswahili, mtu ajikuni wala jikandi na maji na hakuna upasuaji yo. This person was singing, if you are hurt emotionally, there is no painkiller that can heal you. Most of the ladies hurt men because they are not narcissists, or some men even hurt women because of their narcissist behavior. This should stop. You need, if you know of someone who is undergoing this, tell that person you are in a relationship but you need help from a specialist. Eh? There are some people that have schizotypal personality behaviors. Schizotypal. You see, uh, these are personality. We have talked previously on personalities. We have cluster A, which is paranoid personality disorder, schizoid personality disorder, and schizotypal personality disorder. Schizotypal, odd beliefs, making things, magical thinking, strange behaviors and speeches. Yeah? And then we have cluster B, antisocial personality behaviors. You are always antisocial. Yeah? Lies, you want to manipulate people, may be aggressive sometimes. You get it? Hmm? Disregard for others' rights. You don't think of others' rights. You get it? And then we have, this is cluster B, borderline personality disorders. Intense emotions, unstable relationship, fear of abandonment. You are always having unstable relationships. These are things that we will talk about, but there is a something on my playlist of mental health. You can go through them. We have histrionic personality disorder, seeking attention constantly, dramatic and over emotional. Have you ever met someone like this one? He is always over emotional and dramatic. You are okay, you solved the issues yesterday. Today, this person wakes up with another drama. My friend, that person who is a he or she needs help because this is a relationship and it may bring some problems in that relationship. Yeah? Narcissists are in this class. Narcissists are in cluster B of personality disorder. Yeah? Cluster B, narcissist. Everything is you. Don't care about any person who thinks about what you have or what. You get it? And then we have cluster C. I'm just going through personality clusters. Avoidant personality disorder, social inhibition, fear of rejection, feels inadequate. Dependent personality disorder, needs others to make decisions. This is a problem. You are in a group and everything that someone says it's okay for you because you fear taking. Yes, people always seek attention and is not grateful. Yes, you see, now it's a personality. We will talk about personalities one time, but if you think you want to learn more, go to my mental health playlist. You will find there a topic on personalities. Follow it, share it to the people who think they have this problem. Cluster C, obsessive compulsive personality disorder, preoccupied with orders, rules, perfection, different from OCD. So these are just types of personalities that we deal with. And if you go to that playlist and you see one person has that, please make sure you help that person. I usually say relationships are God given because meeting a person that you are not born with and then you talk and you feel like you can live together or you attach yourself emotionally, it is a big thing. Mm? So protect someone's heart. Make it an important thing in your life. Make sure that that person feels good the way you want you to feel good. I feel bad when I see people sometimes cry because of heartbreaks, because heartbreaks should not be there. If you are fed up with something, if you are in a situation of relationship, a romantic relationship, and you think you cannot do it anymore, instead of giving that person obsessive disorder, start it gradually. Move out from that relationship in an amicable way. Get a counselor, talk to that person, make that person know that she or he can get a very good person that not you. But when it comes to a place whereby you just abandon someone like a garbage and you don't abandon the relationship, the emotions, it's sad. It is sad, and we should help some people because emotionally, there are some people who are attached to the people they love emotionally. There are some people who are really attached to the people they love, and when it comes to endings, it really hits them hard, and it becomes a mental health issue. You cannot just move on from a person unless you are there because of material issues and your heart was somewhere. Because that happens. People go to other people because they have no option, which is so bad. If you go to someone because you don't have any option and this person loves you and uses resources on you, thinking it is romantic or emotionally connected, you are the one who is cursing yourself because you are using a person's only God-given thing that someone cannot use, emotional attachment and the heart and soul. Every person who uses someone's emotions to gain physical or material things, karma always comes upon you. Inside you, you know you're there because you need ABCD. Always comes straight from the beginning. Tell this person. It is so sad when other partner leave and start to expose what they did have. Yes, if you think a person likes you, a man or a woman, and you really need some things from this person, and you don't like them as they do, hmm, say it from the beginning. We don't want deaths and depression. We don't want issues concerning the love and relationship that are going to death. We want our brains, our sisters, our brothers to be generative of resources, not to start thinking of relationships. I was saying this. If you think You are ending into a relationship because you think that person will from the beginning. Tell this person, I don't love you romantically, but I just need your help financially or materialistically. Don't beat around the bush, ending up to sleeping with a person you don't love. Don't sleep with a person you don't love. There is a problem when you are sleeping with a person you don't love. You hate yourself every day in the morning when you wake up. Why did I do this? Why? Why am I desperate every time? I'm here because of this and I cannot say it. Why? And when you leave this person, and this person was genuinely loving you, this person gets heartbreak. This person cries in her or his soul, cries. Where do you think those tears go to? Do you think they are wiped and they evaporate to the sky? Do you think they fall in the ground and they dissolve? Those tears, anything that is emotional and the tear comes out does not evaporate. It sticks around the society, and it is there and it sticks until it has gotten its vengeance. If it gets its vengeance, you know what happens. Jesse 008. This topic is so emotional. I'm touching some people and I know they are feeling it. And let me talk to that person right now. I'm not being like a priest. No, I'm talking about mental health and issues that are affecting our general population. Let me talk to that person who maybe once you've helped a person thinking you are in a romantic relationship and everything went haywire, everything went bad. Don't feel bad. You will be heartbroken. You will feel that thing. You will feel the pain. You will feel hitting you hard. You will miss that person because you were deceived. But don't do something bad. There is a case in Kenya whereby someone had to go and kill that person. The greatest achievement you had is this: you helped someone in time of need, and when you are helping that person, someone else somewhere was getting a reprieve. I'm here, but finding it difficult to comment today. Bubbly Beth, what is happening? What is happening? The words that I'm saying are so emotional. Eh? They are so emotional because this is something that has happened worldwide, and every woman, some women are facing it, helping some people thinking they're in relationships, some men. So I was saying, if you've been in this state once in life, feel it. Know that you helped a person and someone else got helped. In this deceiving relationship that you are in, someone else got helped. But you know the greatest reprieve is what? It's when you get a genuine person. You know, time tells a lot. Time tells a lot, and time is the greatest thing. And God answers everything with the time. When you get a reprieve with your person, I'm talking to romantic relationship and heartbreaks today. Maje B says, you'll miss that person, but it's a blessing in disguise. Yes, Maje, you will get a person that will love you genuinely. But this other person, so it is this that dishonesty can cause between the relationships. Yes, this other person with time, and look at I'm not talking about medicine now. I'm talking about social interactions and whatever we see socially. You will find that most of the people that went into a relationship disguising as genuine, and you are something that you need in that relationship. After the breakup, after some time, as you go and brag, sorry, as you go and brag to people that I only wanted, and you know, some nowadays, I see even online some people saying it. I only wanted your money. We are in a very funny generation. I've seen some content online, some people bragging, I only wanted your money, I never wanted you, I don't want you now because I've managed it. Look at those people in life after some time. Life hits them bad. Why? Because the only thing that God gave you as a person is the emotions and instincts that only human cannot know how to override or get away with them. I can see Bubbly Beth is texting and retracting. Bubbly Beth, these are things that happen. If I don't talk about them, someone will not feel a reprieve. There are so many people that are at broken and have not moved on since, because they ask themselves why. Why did I fall for this? It's because you've not understood. God wanted you to have an experience, to be tough and know how to move on, to make a good relationship from what will get next. You get it? So if you've been in this way, in this thing once in life, and I'm talking and you are listening to it, don't feel bad, my friends. Don't feel bad. Make a call to me. Make a call to me. Let me help you to get away with it, because sometimes getting away is the problem. Mhm. Get a good counselor. Get a good counselor. Don't be depressed. You are a beautiful creature that God brought us in this world. Make you be strong. Move on. Say it. It is because God did not want. Hmm? It is because God wants me to get the best in future. You get it? Some people out here really wants to destroy some other people's lives. But let's know if you think you have that problem. My email address is always open, and my number that you can text on WhatsApp is always open. Let me get to know. I retracted because I realized the discussion was around social interaction and not all aspects of mental health. I found social interaction helpful, some extent, but also very draining. Bubbly Beth, social interaction is always about mental health also. But now, as we talk, I found myself heading this way, because we have talked about autistic disorder. Today we are just having an open talk. Today we are having an open talk. If you have any question, it's a Sunday, and we have not finished creating what you are seeing behind me. It's a very long topic of heart. The month we are in is a month of cardiovascular issues. So we may continue with this topic tomorrow after we have made the resources needed. So Bubbly Beth is saying, I retracted because I realized the discussion was around social interaction and not all aspects of mental health. I found social interaction helpful to some extent, but very draining. I kept off all social media for years and found a peace within myself for that. Since I've started up again, I've found it hard to deal with my depression. Bubbly Beth, I need to talk to you. Please, You have my number, Bubbly Beth. Have this number +254 729 736 024 024. Bubbly Beth, text me on this on that number. We need to talk. Eh? You know, um, I will not go deep on depression right now. Let me just do a general thing. But when you feel you need to talk to someone, something happens. Always try hard. Please give, yes, Mercy Grace. Mercy Grace, give Bubbly Beth some hugs. Yes, yes, people. Let's give Bubbly Beth some hugs. Eh? Let's tell Bubbly Beth you have people that can listen to it. This channel of mine is just not a medical channel. It's a social channel that us as the society, hmm, us as the society, we need. It's a positivity channel, a channel that was started. By the way, this channel was started by Jamaican uncle, a person who loves always. So please, if you are here listening to me, let's send some Bubbly Beth some love. Please, please send some love to Bubbly Beth. Let Bubbly Beth know that we are here. Hmm? We are here. Even if it is worldwide, one person is miles away from the other one, and everyone is a miles away from the other one. Hmm? We are here. Okay. Dorothy is saying, Doctor, according to my research in this digital area, mostly is wanting with digital era, mostly is wanting with relationship. The analog relationship were very harmonious and lasting. Of course, they were harmonious and lasting because Dorothy, thank you all. I'm okay and manage most of the time, but sometimes just a struggle. Don't worry, Bubbly Beth. Don't worry, even if you will not. If you are okay with talking, telling us, tell. But if it's confidential, my number is there. Let's discuss when I have time. Now, Dorothy is saying that our analog relationships past were much better than the now what is happening now. Of course, Dorothy, analog was good because of exposure. Now you see the relationships we have right now are being a problem. Why? Because when you go to media, bring up children, our Gen Zs are at the ages of getting married right now. Uh, they start, and these Gen Zs are getting married even to millennials. And then you are a millennial marrying a Gen Z, comes in with the pressure of flying to Maldives, comes in with the social media of she's seeing someone is super car queens, and this one, she needs a car like this one, and you are a millennial. Most of this relationship break down because of social media pressure and social pressure. Because some people will need why is my man, why is my wife having money and we are not living this way? You get it? Problems in relationships and commitments. So that is the most important thing that we should be looking at. We have talked a lot about these love and relationship issues. So if you have my email address, everyone has it. If you have a question or a query that is private, you can reach out to it. And you know, a doctor is always confidential. So your case is confidential, and we will help you as much as I can, as much as I can. Even if you are far away from me and you are in a country, just text. We know how to do things. Yes. So mental health, we have talked about social and life factors, everyday mental health, like coping with daily stress, building healthy habits, mindful and mediations. You are having problems in the society and you don't have people to mediate you. That is a mental health crisis. Some people are living below $1 a day or below $1 in 2 days. They are parents, they need to go to take their children to school. They need their children to have food. You went to school with a person who is having so much money, and you are living below $1 in 2 days. It is a depression thing. That's why I usually say, even if you yourself, you are not in good terms with someone, but you are seeing the children are suffering, and you have that dollar a day, please support that person because of those children. Sometimes, there are some things, let me just tell you, I start talking about them and they become so emotional because there are some things that we see. Ask Jamaican uncle as he visits some homes, as this he travels. Bubbly Beth, relax. God loves you and your vacations on tomorrow. Yes, you will see some people, you have everything, but you cannot support a person that a child is dying in hospital. You cannot support a person that a child is sleeping hungry. And this is a person you know. You who is doing that, your mental health is not good. Emotionally, you are drained. Help that person, even if you have crisis because of the children. Feel so hard when you walk around the streets and you see mothers at night begging for food from people with children. Those politicians that grab everything from the people. Yes, Uncle, you see, Uncle has said, traveling is the greatest experience for everyone. You will see these things that I'm talking about. Mothers are sleeping in the streets with fathers sleeping in mansions. Some fathers are sleeping in mansions and they have children with their parent, a mother who is sleeping in the street. My friend, you man, that you are doing that, karma will come to you. Your mental health has a problem. This thing has become so emotional, and I'm not going through it again. Right now, let's go to other topics like the ones that we will learn, like how to deal with issues of trauma and PTSD. Hmm? Please visit my playlist of uh, mental health. Let's talk about what mental health is supposed to help us to move on in life. You get it? So if you have an issue which is confident and you want to talk to Dr. Ben, if you have an issue and you want to talk to me privately, my number is that one. It is used, and we have, I have all the specialists around the world. And give me the last question, please, people. Please give me, I'm kind of like pressed. Give me 2, 3 minutes. By 3 minutes, I'll be here. I'll be expecting you give me more questions that I'm coming to finish and close. As we continue, I will tell Jamaican uncle, please tell the people what you see. Just remember that night when you were talking, we were walking in Nairobi and we see that woman who did not have anything to eat, and you took money from pocket and buy her food. Uncle, now, Uncle, I'll cry. Please, I will feel emotional and I'll cry. I remember that night. I was picking Jamaican uncle and we found a woman crying because of the children. The only thing I could do is to take that woman to a supermarket and tell that woman, pick whatever you want because of your children. I didn't care. I didn't care. I didn't want to know where the woman come from because the how she was looking. I saw, let me come and finish. Give me, I'm so pressed. Please give me 3 minutes. I come back, please. Hiya, 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 hiya. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Any questions that have arisen? We have really had a fantastic talk and, uh, see some people that are still here. And that is normal talk. We have had a normal talk of the society, and it is good to interact at that point. It is good to interact at that point. So tomorrow is a Monday, and anyone who has a last question, because it's 2 hours, it's going to 2 hours now. It's going to 2 hours now, and we need to wrap up. Anyone who has any other question, please, I'm waiting for you to come up with any other question that you think, any medical question that you think you can ask me. Please come through. Let's talk it. Let's talk it. Anyone who has any other question that is left on the platform? Hmm. Anyone? I guess today we are good. So, guys, I will talk about sepsis. Oh, sepsis. Sandra, sepsis is a word that is a medical word that is used to say uh, infection, sepsis. Sepsis is infection, and you can get infections of a fungal infection. You can get a bacterial infection or a viral infection, but mostly sepsis comes from uh, a bacterial infection. You get it? Sepsis come from a bacterial infection because of uh, people think of sepsis and they see pus. Hmm? They see pus. So sepsis is just something to say you have an infection. A word. That is it. Sepsis. Infection. May God bless Benjamin for the free service he is offering to this channel. May God bless upon you, dear uncle. More blessings to families. And thank you so much, Dorothy, for your message. Thank you, Majebi. Thank you so much for your message. Please, thank you. Interact with everyone who is in this channel and has a platform. If you see someone here has a platform and has posted a link, please follow that person and interact with that person. So I've answered about sepsis. Sepsis is just a word called infection, bacterial, viral, or septic. If I say your leg is septic, I'm just meaning your leg has a wound that is not clean. It is dirty. Mhm. A wound that is dirty. So that is it. Any last question or someone who is pending with someone or something before we clean, we close. Tomorrow we will start on our journey on something called arrhythmias. Arrhythmias are heart problems of rhythm, some hearts that are not beating normally. So that is tomorrow we will understand about ECG, how we put those electrodes and why those lines come on a paper. Tomorrow we will learn about ECG, how those lines come, so that we know how we can be treating. You can, yes, irregular heartbeats, arrhythmias, irregular heartbeats. You will learn from tomorrow. We are learning about heartbeats, irregular heartbeats. You see, we are having a new picture here, a new picture that is it's not like this one. So this one has something else. This one has something else, and we are going to learn what it is. So tomorrow, you know my time, uh, 16:30. 16:30 is my time. 16:30 Kenyan time or East African time. So find out if Kenya, it will be 16:30. 16:30. What is the time? I'm waiting for any other question. If Kenya, it is 16:30 Kenyan time, East African time. East African time. What is the time at the place that you are? Kenya is 16:30. What is the time? Yes, Dorothy, please subscribe to, yes, 2:30 at UK time. Very nice. So that is the time I will be talking about irregular heartbeats that are called arrhythmias, and how we can help people with arrhythmias and why do they come. So today I think the topic I think has been so emotional. I'm an emotional person because I like people to be happy, and that's why I'm always happy. For me, you will find that I'm always happy. I'm always dancing. I learned to move on from negativities. So learn like me, to move on, dance, do something that you like. If you like gardening, let's see those flowers. Let's see good gardening. Yes, good. Thank you, everyone. Happiness really helps a lot. Yes, Susan. Susan, I'm on your case. I want the admins to add you. So I'm pushing them. Don't worry. You'll get a number. Don't say Doc forgot about me. Yeah. Did you send me your link? I have so many uh, links. So find out if you sent your link and you text your name. Say I'm Susan. Yes. Dorothy, I don't have a channel. Thanks for the consideration. Music has helped me more than any therapist has ever done. Hey. Yes, I sent and you said okay. Okay, send me your number. You where you send the number you use, just write right now Susan Mwendo. Susan Mwende. Yes, Mwende. Susan Mwende. Text me right now. It will be 10:24 a.m. in Jamaica. Yes. And that time we will be talking about heart complications. Today we were talking about heart issues that are emotional. If there is something that is a therapy to me, and I was born with, is music. I listen to every good music and every good tune, even if I'm not understanding what that music is saying. Ask Barbara. Barbara knows I can sing in her language and I don't understand anything. Talk about sepsis. I've talked about sepsis, Sandra. I've said sepsis is a word called, just sepsis means infection. Mm. So if you have sepsis, yes, that's what I'm telling you, Susan Mwende. Susan, where you texted, text me your name also. Text me your name. I have my WhatsApp has 3,000 messages plus. So if you text right now, I'll note it down right now. Please, please. It's 11:25 down in USA. I'll be live in 35 minutes. Yes, Uncle will be live in 35 minutes. And I'm coming there as I work. As I work. So, guys, uh, let's hold each other's hand. Let's talk to everyone who is in the channel. Let's support each other. And we have come to the end of the session today. I thank everyone who has been here. If you have come late, or is there any other question that I'm waiting? I'm seeing someone is telling me a question for you. Which is that question? Please bring it up as I'm heading off now. Thank you for your informative session. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So my people, Bubbly Bets, I subscribed. Nice. For my people, I'll be off now. I think I've gone through so many things and we have talked. So have a great day. Bye. See you tomorrow when I'm starting arrhythmias. Have a lively day. Gabriel Mau, all that has been in the chat. Dorothy, Jamaican Uncle, Kingre, Barbara, Birthday B. The experience of today has been so awesome. Thank you so much for your coming up. Bubbly Bets, I'll be waiting for your text and everyone who thinks he needs to talk to me directly. Okay? Have a nice day and be blessed, everyone. Bye. See you tomorrow.